Is your Maytag Bravo's dryer leaving clothes damp? This video pinpoints the main causes: airflow blockages from lint, faulty heating elements or thermostats, malfunctioning moisture sensors, and incorrect cycle settings. We'll address each issue with actionable solutions to get your dryer working efficiently again. The primary culprits behind incomplete drying are interconnected systems that fail to properly evaporate moisture from your clothes. Airflow blockages from lint buildup restrict air movement, preventing proper drying. Clean the lint trap and vent regularly to maintain airflow. Faulty heating elements or thermostats prevent the dryer from reaching proper temperatures, leaving clothes damp. Check for blown elements and replace if needed. Malfunctioning moisture sensors cause the dryer to shut off prematurely, leaving clothes wet. Test sensors for continuity and replace if corroded. Incorrect cycle settings or timer malfunctions can result in incomplete drying. Select appropriate cycles and reset timers as needed. The core issue is the dryer's inability to properly evaporate moisture from your clothes due to problems with one or more of these interconnected systems. Airflow issues are the most common cause of incomplete drying in Maytag Bravo's dryers. Clogged dryer vents restrict hot air circulation, leading to damp loads that never fully dry. Lint buildup is the primary culprit. Over time, lint accumulates in the vent hose and exhaust path, blocking the flow of heated air and causing the dryer to recirculate damp air. Clean your lint trap after every single load. This simple step prevents most airflow problems and reduces fire risk. A clogged trap is often the first sign of trouble. Perform annual maintenance by vacuuming the vent hose and checking for kinks or crushes. Ensure the hose is straight and unobstructed to maintain proper airflow. If clothes take over 90 minutes to dry, it's a strong indicator of an airflow problem. Consider installing a vent booster fan, especially for long or complex vent runs, to improve drying efficiency. If your Maytag Bravo's dryer blows cool air instead of hot, the heating system is likely failing. The heating element, thermostat, and thermal fuse work together to provide the necessary heat for drying clothes. The heating element is a coiled wire that heats air to 135 degrees. In Maytag Bravo's dryers, this component is prone to failure after years of use. If the element is blown, it produces no heat at all. You can test for continuity using a multimeter. No continuity means it needs replacement. The thermostat regulates the dryer's temperature to prevent overheating. In Bravo's models, thermostats can stick in the closed position, which underheats the drum and leaves clothes damp. Test the thermostat for continuity at different temperatures to check if it's functioning properly. The thermal fuse is a safety device that blows if the dryer overheats. In Bravo's dryers, this fuse can fail due to age or excessive heat, cutting all power to the heating circuit. Test it with a multimeter for continuity. If there's no continuity, replace the fuse. To diagnose heat problems, use a multimeter to test continuity on the heating element, thermostat, and thermal fuse. Set the multimeter to continuity mode and check for a beep or 0 ohms resistance. No continuity indicates the component has failed and needs replacement. Replacement parts for the heating element, thermostat, and thermal fuse are readily available and often DIY friendly. However, always unplug the dryer before working on it to avoid electrical shock. Consult your dryer's manual for model-specific instructions, and if you're not comfortable with electrical work, call a professional appliance technician. Addressing heat problems promptly prevents further damage to your Maytag Bravo's dryer and ensures your clothes dry efficiently. Moisture sensors in Maytag Bravo's dryers are prone to failure after 5 to 7 years of use. These sensors detect humidity levels in the clothes and automatically shut off the drying cycle when the moisture content is low enough. The moisture sensor works by measuring the electrical conductivity between two metal bars, which changes as clothes dry. When the sensor detects that clothes are dry, it signals the dryer to stop the cycle. However, these sensors can corrode or malfunction over time. When this happens, they may give false readings and shut off the dryer too early, leaving your clothes damp and requiring additional drying time. To prevent this issue, consider replacing the moisture sensors proactively every 5 years, even if they're not showing obvious signs of failure. In 2025, Maytag extended their recall program for certain Bravos models affected by faulty moisture sensors. This recall provides free repairs or replacements for eligible units. It's important to check if your specific dryer model is included in the recall to ensure it gets the necessary fixes. Cycle settings can cause incomplete drying if not configured properly. Ensure your dryer is set to a timed or sensor cycle, not an air-only or delicate setting that might be too short for full drying. If the timer malfunctions, it can cut the drying cycle short, leaving clothes damp. Check the control panel for proper settings and ensure the timer is functioning correctly. Try resetting the dryer by unplugging it for a few minutes, then plugging it back in. This can resolve timer issues and restore normal operation. Some newer smart dryers have AI-driven diagnostic apps that can detect cycle irregularities and alert you via smartphone, helping prevent drying problems before they worsen. Regular maintenance prevents most dryer issues. Clean the lint trap after every load to ensure proper airflow. Every 6 to 12 months, vacuum the dryer vent and check for blockages. This is the most common cause of incomplete drying. Consult your dryer's manual for model-specific maintenance advice. Each Maytag Bravos model may have unique requirements. DIY fixes like cleaning vents or replacing sensors can save you 50% on repair costs compared to professional service. User reports show that 80% of dryer problems can be resolved with basic tools and simple maintenance steps. If you're uncomfortable with DIY repairs or the problem persists after trying fixes, it's time to call a qualified appliance technician. Heating element replacements require professional expertise and specialized tools. Complex electrical issues should always be handled by certified professionals to ensure safety. Component shortages following 2024 supply chain disruptions may make repairs more challenging and increase professional service costs. Looking ahead, future dryers will feature AI-embedded sensors that make real-time adjustments to drying cycles. This technology will minimize moisture sensor failures by adapting to different load types and environmental conditions. Energy-efficient heat pump dryers are gaining popularity. These systems recycle hot air through a closed loop, significantly reducing heat-related problems and lowering energy consumption compared to traditional vented dryers. However, for older Maytag Bravos models, obsolescence is a growing concern. As parts become increasingly scarce, repairs may become more difficult or expensive over time. Consider investing in surge protectors to safeguard against heating element failures caused by power surges. These affordable devices can prevent costly repairs and extend your dryer's lifespan.